back. Now we have social studies, and today in social studies we're going to be discussing about people and their community. Remember the previous weeks we talked about community helpers, and we talked about also different ways you can help your community. We saw that you need to tidy up, you don't need to drop trash by the roadside, and many other things you can do to help your community both at home and at school. So today we're going to be looking at people and their communities. And in this lesson, we're going to be seeing the different ways people affect their communities by their negative behavior. So for example, when you keep your community dirty, what are you going to get in return? When you don't keep your community clean, what impact does your behavior have in the community? So we're going to look into the book and see the different ways our behaviors affect our community, both in a negative way and in a positive way. So grab your workbook and turn to page 270. You'll find that in the pink pages, and when you're there, you write the date. It's still Thursday, February 4, 2021. Are we there? Good. So I would like us to point while we read a short note in the book. We start with the big black word, people and their community. Let's read again. People and their community. Let's start. Every day, people affect their community by the choices and decisions they make. These actions have great effects on both the community and the environment. So this short note is just telling us that our decisions and choices, the choices and decisions we make have an impact in our community. Now, before we continue with the exercise, I would like you to make a short video of yourself telling me in what ways have you impacted your community. Do you impact your community in a negative way or in a positive way? Do you litter your community or do you take care of your community? I just want to hear a video of not more than a minute or two from you telling me in what ways you have helped or you have been of help in your community, or what behaviors or what choices do you think you can make to start making a positive impact in your community. All right, let's get back to the book. It says, see what Caleb is doing. Circle the correct words and answer the question. So this is Caleb over here, right? And he says, I'm full. I can't finish my sandwich. So this is Caleb, and he said he's full. He has leftover sandwich, and he's dropping them on the floor while there is a trash can over here. So is Caleb doing the right thing? What do you think? When you have leftover from lunch or from breakfast or dinner or from your snacks, do you just throw them out anywhere, or do you have to drop them in a trash can? So let's see what's the effect of not using garbage cans. So there you have the effect of not using garbage cans. The first dot says, the park becomes pretty or dirty. When you don't use garbage cans in the park, do you leave the park pretty or dirty? You circle the right word. The second dot says, some pets, these are two different words. Pests are things or insects that are harmful to the health, while pets are the animals that can be your friend, that you can keep as pets, as your friends at home. So these two words are different, okay? Some pests, such as rodents and flies, are drawn to the park. So when you don't use garbage can, what happens? You circle the correct word. The next one says, it creates more work, fun for park maintenance workers. When you litter the park, Does it give the workers fun, or does it make them really have to work harder? The next dot says, the park is clean, unsafe to play in. When you litter the park, you don't use your garbage can. Is the park clean or unsafe to play in? You circle the right choice. And the last one says, what should Caleb do with the leftovers to help keep the park clean? What do you think he should have done to help keep the park clean? Write what you think he should have done here on the line. All right, so that's it. When you're done with this page, let's quickly finish up the next one on page 271. Okay, it's still talking about the possible effects of our choices in the community. It says, read about the possible effects of turning a wooded area into a mall on Coal Town. Fill in the blanks and answer the questions. So on this page, we are going to be imagining we have a park. Okay, you have a what? A park. And then you have lots of trees, right? You have lots of trees. And then all of a sudden, some people came to the town and cut down all the trees. For example, in the park, they cut down all the trees and they want to use that space for a mall. Did you get the picture? We have a park full of trees and woods, you know, very beautiful, where you can go and have fresh air, where you can go and relax. Now, some people came and cut down all the trees and moved away all the woods and turned that space into a mall. Now, we're going to use that idea and try to answer those questions. So it says plan. The plan is to turn a wooded area into a mall. Now, what positive effects and negative effects will this plan have in our community? All right? So, the positive impact, you have more shop and business. And then you have the words here to use this. You have the sentences here, and then you have to use those words to complete the sentence. And on this part, you have the negative impact of this turning a wooded area into a mall. Here you have less animals and plants, and then you have the sentences here which you have to use the words in here to complete them. So I'm going to do number 1 on this side for you and number 1 on the negative impact side for you, and then you're going to do the last 2 by yourself. So when you turn a wooded area into a mall, what is the positive impact? A big place to dash at. So what do we normally do at the mall? We go shopping at the mall, right? So when they turn a wooded area into a mall, we will have a big place to shop at. So you have to write the word shop in here. So that's the positive impact. Now we go to the negative impact. Many dash lose their homes. Many dash lose their homes. Who lives in the park, or what lives in the park? It's mostly animals. Now when you cut down the trees and all the wooded areas, all the animals won't have any place for them to live again. They will try moving away from the wooded areas. So here you have many animals lose their homes. So complete this part also. And at the end, you tell us what you think is a good idea. Do you think it is a good idea to turn the wooded area in Cali Town into a mall? What do you think? Write down your thoughts down here. When you're done, you take a picture of your work and send it to me, or you upload it on your portfolio in Class Dojo. And remember, as usual, if you have any question, please do not hesitate to send me a message and I will explain better to you. Thank you guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye.